So we made it back, luckily, without incident. When we got back to the castle, the half-orc was very compliant and happy to have been brought back here. Along the way, before you got back to the castle, a certain book had caught up with the party and was sort of bouncing back and forth. I'd say he probably turned into like a leaf or something, just constantly just changing form, bouncing around, watching you all.
And I wouldn't have felt this.
Not that. He's not a fae. So that's the thing. He's not a fae. If you all can detect fae, you will be detecting him. So this is different. So you were met by Nick, and tell him about what happened. He then takes Zeph, and they go to report to the queen. They take you to a little area, it's like a meal area for the guards and people of the castle, and asks you to be calm. They are waiting for reports from Projet and the main army's report about how they went to try to take the real fob area. So like I said, you're all just sort of waiting for a little while. Zeph does tell the queen about their new friend that they've met up with. So Hagen has still not made it back after he went looking for his overdue partner. So we are currently waiting for that too. It's been sort of quiet and stoic, I guess, with you all sitting around. Maybe because no one really wants to talk much around the necromancer, or maybe you're just trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm going to pick it up with you all. Surprisingly, there's a few guards down this way because of the necromancer. Just to be careful. So that's how it is now. You all are free to discuss anything you like.
So, Nixon, tell us a little bit about yourself. We got a few moments.
I was the master of two other people. I had left my dungeon and had came to my dungeon, and my servants and students had been killed. I felt bad and horrible about leaving them, so I decided to give up on everything. I went to the king Lich, and had been unconscious for 2,000 years. I'd been summoned to go see the bishop to give a note. I was traveling to deliver the note to the bishop. I had seen some travelers, which were you, and I had decided to hide behind a bush, and you had seen me. I decided to go along with you, and I had fought some people and decided to tell y'all that I was a necromancer.
So you say that you was the master of two other people. What do you mean by that?
I was their coach. I was teaching them the magic of being a necromancer.
Okay.
So you were a teacher.
Okay. I'm also going to say there's some wild magic. Some people here don't like that.
It's not wild, it's vile and dark, and it needs to be eradicated from this plane.
Oh, by the way, this is for trolls.
The emphasis on the surge.
Surge. Charles.
Yeah. So which
Ritter of evil.
Sir Charles says that from the back of your head, speaking so quite loudly about. So, do you have any defense to this claim that it's all dark?
Yes. Some of my magic is to help, and some of it is to kill.
Help what?
The only thing I've ever seen a necromancer help is their own ambitions.
I can help in multiple situations against different types of enemies.
The only thing I've ever seen them do is help themselves do the entire West.
So, you can Zane, you can ask him why he's so.
Why do you hate necromancers so much?
I'm glad you asked.
They make dead things, dum-dum.
I stand up and slam my hammer into the ground and say, because of your magic and because of the creations that you're kind of responsible for, I lost everything.
Wait a minute, though. He said 2,000 years ago?
That isn't because of me.
I'm not saying it's because of you. You laid the groundwork for those that stand today.
Well, the people that I was teaching had died, so none of my people affected you.
It has nothing to do with your people. It has to do with your teachings and your
Wait
way
a
of
minute.
life.
Wait a minute.
Your beliefs.
Got this, Belny?
Yes.
Is there any good magic that bring dead things without consciousness?
The necromancer you're with, I've balanced and mastered my powers
You
to an extent.
balance and master. You have slaves?
It's just some sort.
Slaves not good.
They're not alive though.
Do you have constructs?
I don't know what that means.
That's the thing that you summon is construct.
Yes.
Oh.
No, Rocky, he brought them back against their will, and he does use them as slaves.
Oh.
To do his bidding.
Well, they were already dead.
Could have tried to use Rocky against it.
So,
They should have fought.
Tony?
I'm not.
Is him a
answering-
bad man?
I'm not answering that yet. I need to think on this whole
If
situation.
they would have fought harder, they wouldn't have been my zombie.
Oh, that doesn't make me. That was.
I
not-
slammed the hammer in the ground so
roll,
hard.
Zane, roll for
They wouldn't have died.
roll for persuasion. Real quick.
I'm gonna put my hand. I'm gonna put.
Lady and gentlemen,
11.
let us
Do not
remember.
listen to your dad.
It's making it worse.
Zane, my hand is on my head. Do not listen to your dad. He's making things worse.
Okay.
Ladies.
She doesn't like me at all.
Yes, Sonny.
You know what
Okay.
he just said?
Yes, I heard him.
She doesn't love you, but I do.
No, she doesn't like you, but I love you.
I heard.
She's a wood witch.
Okay.
You do realize that you're gonna make me let him die, right? You're not making things better.
So, Sonny reading the room. What was Sonny saying?
I think it was Rocky.
Oh,
No, it was. Who was it? Was it Sonny?
It was Sonny.
Oh my gosh.
My lady and gentlemen, may I please, if you will, this poor creature has been dormant since before this was deemed to be an evil act. He is utilizing the same powers as I use. He only creates with the negative energy. Life and death. The creature is the same as if he was using a rock to make a golem. He's using a bone to make a skeleton. I believe it would be laying on his intentions, and I would be a hypocrite to judge him based on what he is. At which point in time I look at you, I turn my necklace over, and you see a drow.
What we just killed.
Is what we just killed.
So I say let's not be quick to judge him, but figure out why he was sent to us. Perhaps he can be used. Using that type of magic would definitely attract those of my kin. I smile at you quite evilly.
Do you flip your thing back over?
I flip it back over,
So is it back?
and I'm a regular elf.
Well,
I point my hammer at him and say, you will be allowed to live as long as you prove yourself useful to the cause. And then I walk back to my corner. Huffing and puffing all
this is.
And
I say that I will be of use.
That is yet to be foreseen.
But are you going to be of use for us or against us?
For you.
Could you bring me something to eat? Chef disappeared.
Shoot.
I don't think you'd like what he's cooking, Rocky.
Oh,
You might get a leg or an arm.
as long as it's cooked.
Okay. I got bones with me.
Tension.
She just hates everybody.
I say we should await the queen and see where this bishop is.
Which bishop are you supposed to be giving that letter to?
A dead one.
The
Which?
one we know, probably.
Wait, do you already know a bishop?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
From where do you know a bishop?
I think me and Bellamy need to discuss this in private.
Oh, so now you have secrets that we
No.
cannot be part
No,
of yet.
no.
We
This is not secret. This is not be keeping information secretive. This is something that
Something else.
I'm gonna cross my legs and literally just.
Oh, I know. He started talking like that. It's because he did something bad, and he doesn't want anybody to know. It's okay. Look, I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you.
it is
Is acid good?
not that we know the bishop. It is the bishop's location.
Yes.
That is the issue.
Oh, it's a matter of travel, distance.
It's not the distance. It is
Is it to your precious west?
no. It's not to my precious west.
Oh,
No, it is closer than you think.
That sounds quite ominous.
Could be.
And anyways, weren't we trying to find a way to raise this dead person in ink? Perhaps at a
I'm
later
going to
point.
see if I can find Queen Ava. Or see if
I think we need
see
to
if,
take-
She's on her way back with
see if the
Chef.
guards
We're just sitting
are
here
ready.
waiting.
Yes, I know.
So Bounty, while you're all talking, is like this is going to sneak out.
Yep.
All right, so the move.
Yeah, move.
She's not sneaking past me. Bye.
So what you do? Dive out a window?
Yeah, I thought the only door was up there.
No,
That was the door. That's where the
I thought
purple
We're in
thing
an
door
was.
was over
anti-chamber.
Yeah, the door was over here.
There's a door right here
There's a door
also.
there.
Okay, I couldn't see it.
This is the entrance
Yep.
to the antechamber, and that goes back into the castle.
You need to like flip this that way.
No.
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 All right, so just everyone understand you are not going to be with Bounty in this part. Okay. Well, actually, one person will be.
Object.
No.
So,
there's-
do you leave with her? Okay.
Who's that?
Is that Nick?
and the queen.
There's Nick and the Queen. 2 bodyguards.
So we come we come out to the courtyard right outside the area, and Bellany sees several knights, and amongst them, blocking the way, she actually sees Nick, and and then she sees the unmistakable hat of Zeph, with as always, a giant bowl full of probably, even though she can't see it, she assumes it's probably salt. The queen's walking, and calls out to Bellany. She sees Bellany, and she goes, Bellany, I thought you all were waiting for me. I was coming to talk to you with updates that are going along with the early war efforts. Is there something wrong that you're not in there with everyone?
I just needed a minute to clear my head from what's going on in there, and I also need a moment with you. I need to ask for your assistance in another matter. Is there any way that you could send your guards and Zeph on Nick? I would appreciate it if you would stay if the queen allows the others to leave.
Nick looks over at the queen, and the queen nods, and she says, we can't stay long without the escort. He says, but for everything that you've done for me in the kingdom, I think I can spare you a few minutes. She looks over at Zeph and says, Zeph, go make sure that they're fed and comfortable while they wait for me, if you could.
Yes, my queen.
And they head off, and as they're leaving, she says, Zeph, make sure they all do not have a heart attack while they're waiting for me.
I'll turn the sun back. Salt back, just a pinch.
Yeah. So instead of 10 pounds, we're going to have 9 pounds of salt. So that, like I said, we are still there. So we are again in the courtyard. There's no one around except Nick. Nick nods and sort of walks and creates a defensive posture the best he can, so that way you all can have some privacy while you speak.
Queen Ava, although this is difficult for me, I know that it is time for this to happen. I am coming and asking your help to see if you will ask your unicorns to help, because it is time for Wolfie to return to human form.
The queen has never not known Wolfie other in this state. She has heard the many adventurers talk about this, and she asks what makes you believe that her and the unicorns have the power to do this.
With the ring of transformation that you let me become in possession of, and with the help of your unicorns, Wolfie attempted to use this ring before she was powerful enough to control anything, and she has been in this wolf form now. I know that after witnessing your strength and the help of your unicorns keep you from remaining in the form of the dragon, the sapphire dragon, I know that you all could help me help Wolfie.
The queen's a little nervous about this, if in case it would go wrong. Just do it will be an easy persuasion.
$18, $16.
She says there are dangers to this. the ring is powerful, and you need power to control it. But the unicorns were able to help me tap into the power and use the ring. I believe that we can use this power to try to help Wolfie. But just touching the ring, like as I did, there sometimes can be unexpected consequences or side effects. But if you believe that it will help Wolfie, I'm willing to try to help, again, another hero of the realm. And if Wolfie can regain her true state, I'm all for it. I will start the preparations. I believe our best bet is to use the Dragon Keep with the transformation circle that's been down there.
Yes, ma'am.
Even though it's been damaged and stuff like that, it's still a sense of great power. So I believe between the ring, the unicorns, and you, and maybe some of your allies, we might be able to break this ancient curse that's bestowed upon them.
Thank you. I appreciate your trust and your willingness to help this happen.
So he said anything to keep an ally and trusted friend happy. So she hollers over at Nick. She's like, Nick, go prepare. She said, go start getting that prepared. Go to the unicorns. Tell them that we need the Dragon Keep circle prepared. I believe they will know what it's for. And I'll speak to them mentally once they contact me. Nick nods in agreement. He asks, "Will you be okay going the rest of the way by yourself?" And the Queen looks over and she's like, "I'm not beside myself. I'm with two great heroes that today hopefully they help me, and then hopefully I will help them later."
Wolfie and I will do anything necessary, even at the risk of our own lives, to make sure that you get in safely, Queen Ava.
She says, "Well, let's go and see our merry band of people." She said, "You all seem to just attract the most interesting things when you leave Upshine."
Sadly, that is true, Queen Ava.
She said, sometimes we must not judge a book by its cover. So, and with this, there go back to the